Alright guys, so this will be our final stop. Okay? So right now we're in Hakipu'u. Hakipu'u means Broken Hill. Kualoa actually was owned by King Kamehameha III. Alright, now a gentleman by the name of P.G. Judd moved here to the Hawaiian Islands, Oahu specifically. He came here as a missionary. When he arrived, he noticed that a lot of the Hawaiian people were dealing with illnesses that were being brought over. So Mr. P.G. Judd, being a doctor by trade, he actually helped cure doing so he became favored with Kamehameha III. Kamehameha eventually made him one of his advisors, and then in 1850, Kamehameha sold him Kualoa Ranch. He sold it to him for $1,300. Okay. Ka'ava Valley, which is where we just came from, that is our largest valley, about 2,200 acres. Okay, that was purchased by the same family in 1860. Purchased for $4,000. Alright, now Hakipu'u, originally owned by Queen Kalama. When she passed away, she gave this land to her uncle. Okay, and when her uncle passed away, he did not have any heirs. So this land actually went up for auction, a public auction, purchased by Charles Hastings Judd, brother of P. Garrett Judd. He purchased this land for $5,215. Alright, now he did not have the entire sum to pay for it at once, so he actually borrowed some of that money from his friend, a longtime employer. His name was David Kalakaua. He eventually became our king. He was actually the fourth reigning monarch at the time. Okay, so the family has ties to two royalties, Kamehameha III and King Kalakaua. Okay. Now, the same family has owned it for 6 generations. The current owner, his name is John Morgan. He's the direct descendant of Dr. P. Garrett Judd. And I'm next in line. Okay, so Kualoa was actually known as a Pu'u Honua. Okay, anybody know what that means? Besides you guys? You guys don't know what that means? No? Neither do I. I don't know what it means. I'm just kidding. It means place of refuge. Alright, so in Hawaiian culture, if you broke their laws, broke their proper system, one penalty. Guess what that penalty was? They kill you right on the spot. Alright, now you guys notice the wooden pegheads that we have along the way? Okay, so that is basically the border from Ka'ava Valley to Kualoa. There's another one over here that separates Hakipu'u to Kualoa. Okay, so all you have to do is run for your life, and if you made it to Kualoa, you get to live. Yeah, isn't that awesome? That's why I work here. I never leave. Sometimes I don't leave. Camping in the mountains. I'm just kidding. That was back in the day. Again, right over there is our Chinaman's hat, but again, don't call it that. It's called mokoli, little lizard. So if anybody tells you Chinaman's hat, correct it. It's mokoli, little lizard. Another reason why this place is very, very sacred, guys, is because this is the birthplace of Hawaiian people. This is where Papa and Wakea made their home. This is where Ho'ohu'ulani, which is their daughter, okay, buried her firstborn son, who was stillborn. His name was Haloa Nakalau Kapui. Okay, and she cried over that grave, and from that grew the first kala, the first taro, okay, which is probably the staple food for the Hawaiian people. Okay, with that, pretty much grow a lot more kala. Use the entire plant itself. Okay. She had another son. His name was Haloa, in honor of the first son. Okay, it was Haloa's responsibility to carry on the tradition by basically making sure that his brother was taken care of. So he had to work the lands, and by working the lands, it helped take care of him and his family. So this here is the mountain where they pretty much settled. This peak right over here is called, hold on, I just forgot it. Oh no. Starts with a K. I literally just had it too, and it just brain fart. It'll come to me. When I remember, I'll tell you guys. Kani o Alani. Kaneo'ulani. That's the name of the mountain peak. Kaneo'ulani, okay? So this is basically where they made their home. That's why a lot of it